Leonardo da Vinci, the epitome of the Renaissance man, created numerous works that have fascinated art lovers and scholars for centuries. Among his intriguing pieces is the Portrait of a Musician, an enigmatic and masterfully executed painting that stands out in his oeuvre. Created around 1485, this portrait, housed in the Pinacoteca Ambrosiana in Milan, captures a moment of serene concentration and intellectual engagement, reflecting the artist's interest in music, human expression, and the intellectual elite of his time. The Portrait of a Musician depicts a young man holding a piece of sheet music, dressed in the elegant attire typical of the Renaissance period. The identity of the sitter remains a mystery, though some art historians suggest that it might be a portrait of Franchino Gaffurio, a renowned composer and music theorist of the time. Regardless of the subject's identity, Leonardo's skill in capturing the intellectual aura and contemplative demeanor of the musician is unmistakable. One of the most striking features of this portrait is Leonardo's meticulous attention to detail. The textures of the sitter's hair, the fine fabric of his clothing, and the delicate features of his face are rendered with extraordinary precision. Leonardo's mastery of sfumato, the technique of blending colors and tones to create a soft, almost imperceptible transition between light and shadow, is evident in the delicate modeling of the musician's face. This creates a lifelike presence and a sense of depth that draws the viewer into the sitter's world. Leonardo's use of light and shadow in the Portrait of a Musician is particularly noteworthy. The subtle interplay of light on the sitter's face and hands, contrasted with the darker background, enhances the three-dimensional quality of the figure. This use of chiaroscuro not only adds depth, but also directs the viewer's attention to the sitter's contemplative expression and the sheet music he holds, emphasizing his intellectual and artistic pursuits. The color palette of the painting is another testament to Leonardo's genius. The muted tones of the musician's clothing contrast with the warm, lifelike hues of his skin, creating a harmonious balance that enhances the overall composition. The simplicity of the background, with its dark, indistinct tones, serves to focus the viewer's attention on the sitter, highlighting his significance and the contemplative nature of the portrait. The Portrait of a Musician also reflects Leonardo's deep interest in the human psyche and his ability to convey complex emotions through subtle expressions. The musician's thoughtful gaze, directed slightly to the side, suggests a moment of introspection or creative concentration. This portrayal of an intellectual engaged in a moment of quiet reflection is a recurring theme in Leonardo's work, reflecting his own intellectual curiosity and appreciation for the arts and sciences. Despite the uncertainties surrounding the identity of the sitter and the exact circumstances of the painting's creation, the Portrait of a Musician remains a significant work in Leonardo's oeuvre. It exemplifies his technical prowess, his innovative use of light and shadow, and his deep understanding of human emotion and intellect. In conclusion, Leonardo da Vinci's Portrait of a Musician is a masterpiece that beautifully encapsulates the artist's ability to blend technical mastery with profound emotional depth. Its depiction of a thoughtful, intellectual figure, enhanced by Leonardo's innovative techniques and subtle use of color and light, continues to captivate viewers and reflect the timeless genius of Leonardo da Vinci.